Let's see what they weigh. If we can get it on there and read it. Back y'all up. I don't know how this is going to work. Come on, I have to do something different. Good afternoon, guys. Let's see what 40 weigh versus the 36 aluminum wheels and steel wheels. Now TSL says those 40s weigh 90 pounds, but I didn't believe it. I haven't weighed them yet. I just opened the box. Let's see here. That works. I'll weigh 170. Should I have for a lot of years. 175. 36 first. Oh shit, can't see it. Holy crap. Let me see if I move it where I can see it. It's upside down, but let me see if I can see it. Sorry guys, this is hard to do. Man, 90 pounds. Lot. Let me take you off there. Just balancing it. Right at 90 pounds. 80, 89 maybe, 88. Let me zoom it out and we'll put the 40 on there. Shoot. Can't make a video in a week and I forget how to run the camera. Now let's put that big one on there. Now I'm gonna get to 40. Let's see how that goes. See how that goes right there. When I was pulling these wheels off, my 36s off, it did not seem that it actually seemed like the 36s were heavier when I was picking them up. Probably because of the steel wheels. I don't know, these are pretty heavy. Trying to hold it up without putting any pressure on it. $104. Can y'all see that? No. So what was our other one? 90? 104. We ain't going up much, but they are right on their side. Those steel wheels make it heavier. I bet if the steel wheels were on these tires, it'd be 130 pounds. See, that one was 104. Back at 36. Right at 90. So we're going up about 5 pounds on tire. But it ain't as drastic as I thought. We're going to get aluminum wheels because those steel wheels with those rings are heavy. Anyway, if anybody was wondering, 103 pounds. about 90 pounds. So, and they're both wore about the same. The tread on this one and the tread on this one is just about the same. So, I made some decisions on the Jeep. We're going. I don't know what I said in my last video, guys. I hadn't made a video in a while. Had some things going on, but anyway, the decisions that we made. We're going to get new TSLs for it and some aluminum wheels. They're not going to be bead locks or nothing like that. Can't afford that, but aluminum wheels just to kind of save on the weight of the tire. So as it stands there, we'll probably be going up. See, if that tire was new and this tire was new, yeah, both of them be heavier. But right now they're wore about the same, so it should be about 5 pounds of difference between the two tires if I go to aluminum wheel. So that's what we're going to do. Another thing that I've decided to do is not lift it any higher. I just don't really have the cash flow to build drive shafts and to do all that stuff. We know our angles are right. We know our drive shaft angles are right. We know it's working the way it is. If we go lifting it up, I know 2 more inches don't sound like a lot, but it is. We're going to throw, if y'all can see, my upper control arm is all the way as far as it'll go to get my camera right. So, like that sticker right there, we're going to flex fit the fenders. We're going to move the front end ahead to get it center line of the wheel well, and the front will be fine. Bump stop it out. We're going to move the rear end back after, well, that's about good as that's going to get right there, but we're going to move the rear end back till it's center of the wheel well. We're going to cut and fold right here to get this out of the way. The way it is now, my rear end, the tire wants to roll like this when it goes up in the fender well on that shackle. It doesn't go straight up. It kind of rolls back. If it may not even, yeah, it would hit there. We're going to have to bump it out in the rear too. We're going to leave the lift alone where I can go ahead and get this done. Get the tires on there, cut and fold the rear right there, and we're going to get some DOM, and I'm going to put it on the lathe and make some sleeves to go in the front axle. We're going to put a truss on the front axle, a truss on the rear axle. We're going to build a anti-wrap bar, which would be a traction bar, coming from the rear end up where the drive shaft goes into the transfer case. I'm going to build a drive shaft loop, and I'm going to come across, put a shackle on it, and make the traction bar hook to that where it doesn't wrap my springs up. So that's the plan. We're going to sleeve the front, truss the front, possibly sleeve the rear, truss the rear, but definitely truss the rear. Put a truss on it, and that's it. We're gonna put them on there, because I think I've been looking at it all week coming home from work and stuff, and I like the way it sits like this. And plus, it's just gonna be too much stuff to lift it up 2 more inches. It's gonna cost a lot of money to move it up 2 inches. If we can get it to clear like this, which I think it will be fine. It will be if we bump it out. Hell, we could bump it out and make it ride where it's at. You know, just limit the up until it don't hit. But I guess we could put a jack under it and set the tripod up with it sitting the way it is. Jack this side up, it's no bump stops on it, and see how far we can go up before it gets into that fender right there. That's what breaks stuff. The tires are going to be rough enough on the axles and stuff without it binding. You bind it up against the body like that, and you're not aware of it, and you get on it, it's definitely going to break something or cut your tire. Let's get the tripod and put the jack under it, and I'll turn you back on. Alright guys, the wind's blowing like crazy. If it's too windy, I'll mute the sound. Let me get the jack. That jack is the bomb. Just saying. It's from Harbor Freight. I like it. that didn't work. Alright, well, let's put another jack on it. Alright, it just started touching. Boy, damn XJ flex, won't it? Just started touching right there. So we're stuffed pretty damn good right there. Sorry I keep zooming in and out, guys. I'm trying to figure out what the hell here. I don't know, man. I think we could use these springs. That's a pretty good distance under that tire. Y'all never seen it like this. I just thought about that. I've never really flexed this thing. Tell you what, guys, we could almost bump stomp some bitch out right close to that spot right there and it would be good. It doesn't look like it's much clearance when you're first looking at it, but like I said, that rear end rolls back a little bit when it starts going up. I don't think I'm gonna lift it. I know I'm not. I'm not gonna lift it anymore. I mean, shit, that's a pretty good. I hardly ever see any that much, you know, well, I do, I can't say that. I wish I had one. You want to do the front, you want to do this side, pick that rear up over there, cram this side, and see how far it comes up. Let's do that. I'll cut you off and put the jack, reset the jacks. Yeah, looks pretty good. Some more. It's touching there pretty good now. Let's see, if we was missing all this, we'd be good back here. If we just move it back, the rear end back just an inch. Yeah. Let's go look at this side over here. Tire's still on the ground. See how much shock we got. Relocating them shocks like we did made a big difference on the down, on the back, and on the up. Yeah, man. We could about bump it out where it's at and do it. Alright, I'm gonna take it down now. Alright, I'm gonna stuff the front now. Not hitting now. Lock hooks and keep it locked to that side over there. Get away on up, look. Sorry about the wind. I know it's rough out here today, but it's the only day I've had time to do this. That's loose. Should have turned my other spring. I don't know how many of y'all seen it the other day, but it's turned on me. It'll stuff on this side when that tire goes up. It should be no more than what we had it with it jacked up. We'll make the bump stop adjustment. Damn, this wind. Anyway, guys, don't try that if you ain't got bump stop. I mean, if you ain't got lockers, it won't roll on you. I had to put it in full low to get it to stop moving. I was just messing around. I made that e-manual book. It'll be coming up next. You'll see, it's pretty cool. But that jack there, that yellow jack, I recommend it. It's been a good jack. I've had it for about a year now, close to it. Maybe it ain't been that long, but it's sweet compared to the old one I have had for 2 years. It goes up pretty damn high. We could have put it under the tire. We could have flipped the Jeep over with it. Maybe that's what we should have done. Put the big jack under the tire. We'll do that when we go to bump stopping it out, to where we're going to set it at and stuff. But I'll include y'all in that part. But we're definitely going to have to bump stop it this time. We're going to bump stop it all the way around. I'm going to build some tube sleeves to go in the front axle, both sides, that will accept my outside seals, which is why I'm making them instead of buying them. The material, it's like $60. You can buy them already done for $80. But you know, I got a lathe, might as well use it. And I'm going to machine the hub seals to fit inside the smaller tubing, and that'll make the front end 1/2 inch thick. Get quarter wall DOM. That'll make the front end 1/2 inch thick tube. We'll put the truss on there too. We'll put the truss on the rear, and we'll make bets to see what's going to break first. I think she's going to do fine. We're adding 5 pounds of tire weight and a whole lot more bite now. Now the bite's something different, but as far as the rotating mass, we're not changing it very much. Now the height of the tire from 35 inches, these are 36s, but they're 35.5 inches tall, and 39s are 39.5 inches tall. 1.5 inches literally is all it is taller, but it's 15 inches wide instead of 12.5 inches wide. It's going to go good, I think. I bet my first thing I say is going to break is going to be the hubs. One of the hubs. If it breaks anything, it'd be the hubs. If it breaks our axle, we'll go from there with that, but I don't think it's going to, guys. Like I told y'all, it's easy wheeling here. It's easy to get things to live. Mike ran around for months and months and months with these tires on his ZJ with a Dana 35 under the back of it. Now, we about wore my press out, pressing axles out of the carriers and putting them back in there, but I think if he'd had decent axles, it would have held up. Those Dana 35 axles are real porous metal. Like when he would break his, you could look at the grain structure of the axle, and there was like oil inside the axle itself, in the little pits of the metal. It just looked like shitty metal. But guys, I guess that's it. I'm gonna put that e-manual book up next. Y'all check it out. A lot of you guys have questions. If we got the same book, it'll be a lot easier on me. But y'all take it easy. We'll holler at you later. Bye bye.